Ang araw sa lahat. So, today, magsosolve tayo ng problems involving hyperbola. Write the equation of the hyperbola in standard form with the center at the origin. So, this is for problem number 1 to 3. So, number 1, meron kang foci na positive, negative, square root of 5, 0. Tapos, meron kang vertex na nasa 1 and 0. So, tandaan natin that the foci and vertices lie on the same axis. Okay, so ang ating foci, yan ay si value of C. So, lagyan natin dito ng A squared, B squared, C squared. Ang foci natin is the square root of 5, which is equal to C. To get C squared, i-square natin yan. So, pag tig-square natin si square root of 5 squared, makakancel yung radical sign. So, the value of C squared is simply 5. Okay? And then, bago tayo mag-solve sa B squared tapos A squared, let us identify the orientation of the graph. Since yung dalawang coordinates ay located sa x-axis or sa horizontal axis, then ang mauna is x squared minus y squared. Lagyan ng denominator yung parehas na equation equal to 1. So, si C squared natin is 5, pero ang ano kasi nito, formula is A squared and B squared ang format. Ganyan. So, the value of A squared is the vertex squared itself. So, magiging siyang 1 squared since ang vertices natin is at the form yan ng A and 0. Ganyan yan, positive, negative, A and 0. So, yung vertex natin with 1 squared, then A squared is 1. So, yan, palitan natin to ng 1. And to solve for B squared, very simple. Ang B squared natin is equal to C squared minus A squared. Then the B squared is equal to 5 minus 1 with B squared equal to 4. So that is your standard equation for number 1 with center at the origin. Okay, for number 2, for example, you are given si conjugate mo, you have the endpoint of conjugate axis given ang isa 0, 4. And then si vertices mo, given yung dalawang vertex at positive minus 3 and 0. With this, napakasimple lang. Saan tayo mag-base ng orientation? Pag ganito po, mag-base tayo lagi sa vertices or sa foci. Because the conjugate axis is the opposite. Kung nasa x si vertices and foci, siya nasa y. Pero pag si vertices ay nasa y, then si conjugate nasa x. Kasi the rule the vertices and foci lie on the same axis, meanwhile the conjugate axis lies on the opposite axis. Okay? Since the vertices is located at the x-axis, maglalagay ulit tayo ng x squared minus y squared, denominator equal to 1. And then si vertices natin, that is the value of a squared. So ang a squared natin dito is itong vertices natin which is 3 squared, may siyang 9. So ito, palitan natin ng 9. And sa ating conjugate axis naman, which is the B, ang conjugate natin, ang involved na letter is B. So 4 squared, ilan? 4 times 4, 16. You have your standard equation. Mas yung C squared, wala na yan. Okay? Hindi naman kailangan na-solve yan. So nasundan natin. Okay, for number 3, if the foci is at 0, positive, negative, square root of 34, and then the transverse axis length is 10 units, what is the standard equation? Sabi ko kanina, uulit lang tayo. Base tayo sa foci. Since nasa y-axis siya, then, yung ating coordinates or orientation na ay nasa y, so may siyang y squared minus x squared, denominator equal to 1. Since the transverse axis is A, let us equate this to 2A is equal to 10. Divide both sides by 2 to cancel A. Since A is 5, then A squared is 25. So, ang A squared natin is lagi na sa positive equation, which is yung nauuna. So, may siyang 25. Since the foci is a square root of 34, ang C mo, the C squared, tanggalin mo yung radical, 34. To get for B squared, isubtract ulit natin siya with the formula C squared minus A squared. B squared is equal to 34 minus 25, hence B squared is equal to 9. So, ayun, meron ka lang standard equation ng hyperbola. Okay? Pero sa hyperbola, hindi na naman yan lagi na sa origin ang center. Yan ay magbabago. That will move to any point of the hyperbola. So, let's try these problems with the center at h and k. For number 4, the center of the hyperbola is at negative 2 and 3. One focus is equal to negative 2 and 8. And then the length of the transverse axis is 8 units. So pag ganito kasi class na given ang ating coordinates, madali na natin ma-solve si standard equation. Basta alam natin ang parts ng hyperbola and kung paano ito gamitin, the formulas. So as I was saying, pag sinabi natin ganito, standard equation, pag alam mo yung parts and formula, madali lang siya isa-solve. Okay, so ito, ano yung first na gagawin natin? So, we need to identify the orientation. How to identify? Ilagay mo si coordinates ng center and si focus. Yan, ilagay natin. Sa x-axis, di ba pa yan? xy, xy, di ba? Sa x ba, may changes ba? Di ba? Wala naman. Pero sa y-axis, may pinagkaiba. 3 and 8. Ibig sabihin, ang difference yan is 5. Okay, since ano ba yung letter na related sa focus or foci? Diba C? So C is equal to 5. Then C squared is 25. Ayun, meron ka na. Okay? Then after getting the value of C, and nakita natin nasa Y siya, di mauna si Y coordinate. May siyang Y, change the sign rule, minus 3 squared, minus X, change the sign rule, plus 2 squared, over, equal to 1. Since C squared is 25, nasan si A squared and B squared? Si A squared natin is the transverse axis, 2A is equal to 8. Divide both sides by 2 with A as 4 and A squared is 16. Ayun, meron ko na ditong 16. Pero nasan si B squared? As I've told you earlier, subtract natin. B squared is simply C squared minus A squared. B squared is naman to 25 minus 16, hence b squared is equal to 9. So yun na, with this format, you have now the standard equation of the hyperbola. Diba? Dali lang gawin? Okay. And for number 5, so let's say that the length of the conjugate axis is 6 units. The center, ang center natin is at 1, negative 1, and ang isa nating vertex is 1 and 5. Okay. Ito, napakadali lang po nito. I-depend natin yung variable. So, 1 and 1 may gumalaw ba? Di ba wala naman? What if sa negative 1 and 5? Meron. Okay? Para makuha yung distance yan, i-subtract natin 5 minus negative 1, distribute magiging plus 6. Since yung 6 natin is yung distance from the center to the vertex, ang A natin is 6. Then A squared, 36. Ayun. Di ba? Dali lang. Meron ka ng center, may vertex ka na, may A squared ka pa. Okay, so lagay natin. Since gumalaw na naman, sabi ko sa Y squared, may siyang Y, change the sign rule, plus 1 squared, minus X, minus 1 squared, over, equal to 1. Since A squared is 36, lagay mo sa 36. Ang tanong, what is the conjugate axis? So, yan, meron tayong 2A is equal to 6, divide both sides by 2. A is 3, or rather, 2B pala to, sorry. B is 3, then B squared is 9. So, ayun, meron ka ng standard equation ng hyperbola. Kasi class, ang distance from the center to the vertex, that is equivalent to A. Kasi pag dalawa natin, pag distance between the vertices, di ba din na distance formula natin? Okay? Ito lang siya kasimple. Okay? For number 6, sa number 6, if the foci is at negative 3 and negative 1, and 7, negative 1, and then the transverse axis is equal, let's say, 8 units, what is the standard equation? Ang tanong, what is the center? What is the center of the hyperbola? So, gagamit tayo dito, kasi sa hyperbola, i-sketch natin to. And first, identify the orientation. Nagbago siya sa x-coordinate, then the orientation is horizontal hyperbola, right? So, kung dito tayo mag-base sa graph, Ito yung center natin. Let's say this is ito, example lang to So this is for example F1 and F2. Ang midpoint ng dalawang foci, which is pag ganito kasi ang hyperbola, that is the center. Ibig sabihin, ang midpoint formula ng dalawang foci natin, which is negative 3 and negative 1, and 7, negative 1, ang midpoint yan is the center. Okay? What is the midpoint formula? MP na okay, is x of 1 plus x of 2 divided by 2, y of 1 plus y of 2 divided by 2. So, midpoint natin, x of 1, negative 3 plus 7 divided by 2, y of 1, negative 1 plus negative 1 divided by 2. So, ang center mo is 4 divided by 2, 2. Negative 1 plus negative 1 divided by 2, negative 2 over 2, negative 1. That is your... Dahil meron ka ng center, orientation natin, sabi ko kanina, nagbago sa x-coordinate. So, x-axis siya. It will become, change the sign, x minus 2 squared minus y plus 1 squared over is equal to 1. Okay, the transverse axis is 8 units. So, may siyang 2a is equal to 8. Divide both sides by 2. A is 4. Then a squared is 16. So, dito si a squared baga and b squared diba ganyan. So, ang a squared natin is 16. Okay, so what is the value of c? Wala tayong b. So, ano yung value ng c? May foci ka. You have the foci. So, gagamit tayo ng distance formula for the foci. Okay? With the distance formula is x of 2 minus x of 1 squared plus y of 2 minus y of 1 squared. So, ang formula natin dyan, plug in natin, x of 2 mo from the distance is 7 minus negative 3 squared is 10 squared plus, so y of 2, negative 1, ito negative 1 minus negative 1 squared, which is 0. So, ang square, sagot natin dyan is the square root of 100, which is 10. Pero may formula yan that 2c is equal to 10. Yan. And c mo is equal to 5. Then c squared is equivalent to 25. Ang tanong, what is b squared? Label na natin dito na nakuha natin. A squared 16. B squared wala pa. C squared 25. So b squared, simple lang. C squared ibawa sa A squared. 25 minus 16, which is 9. So, you now have the standard equation of the hyperbola. So, di ba ang dali lang? Okay, for number 7, let's have this last problem for general equation. For example, you have 4y squared minus 9x squared plus 8y minus 54x minus 81 equal to 0. The first thing to do is you are going to factor, or rather regroup first. Nauna si y squared, di mauna si y coordinate. So, we have 4y squared plus 8y minus 9x squared. Tapos ito, change the sign rule, may siyang positive 54x equal to transpose, positive, negative becomes positive. Then, factor out yung katabi ng y squared and x squared, ilabas yun lang yan. Ganun kasimple. 4 times y squared plus 8y divided by 4, 2y minus 9 times x squared plus 54x divided by negative 9 is negative. Ano bang symbol nga? That will come negative 6x. Because pag tigano mo yan dito, negative times negative is become positive. Ay wait, i-copy na lang pala natin yung sign niya, sorry. Kasi pag negative times positive, it must become still negative. Okay? So, nasundan pa rin yung ating problem. Equal to 81 pa rin yun. And then, completing the square, y squared plus 2y, 2 divided by 2, 1. 1 squared, 1, minus 9 times x squared plus 6x, 3 squared, 9, minus 81 equal to 0. Okay? I rather equal to 81 pa lang. And then, mag-add tayo ng 4 times 1 plus 4, and then minus 81 kasi dito naman. Additive inverse cancel. So may siyang 4 times y plus 1 squared minus 9 times x plus 3 squared equal to 4. Then divide both sides by, ano i-divide natin dyan? By 4. Okay, so may siyang y plus 1 squared minus x plus 3 squared. Tapos ito naman, 9 divided by 4, calculator, 2.25 equal to 1. Or another answer could become y plus 1 squared minus x plus 3 squared over 9 divided by 4 equal to 1. So this is your standard equation. So that's all. Thank you for listening.